going with Josh Allen. Now, Josh Allen doesn't have a Super Bowl win. He doesn't have an AFC Championship win. But Josh Allen has been awesome over the last 2 minutes of halves and games over the last 3 seasons. When you need a score, Josh Allen can get you there. Now, famously, we know about the famous divisional round game with the Chiefs when he went back and forth with Patrick Mahomes. But what about week 6 of last year when Josh Allen late is finding a way to go on the road and get the job done in Arrowhead and make the big plays? He does it time and time again. How about on national TV on Thanksgiving? Josh Allen against the Detroit Lions. They're about to face this major upset in Detroit as everybody's darling. Awesome. Josh Allen says, where's Stephon Diggs? I'm going to make the play of the day. And he hits Diggs. And afterwards, the two of those guys would embrace and exchange their love for one another. Of course, Josh Allen, you don't think of him as this guy in these January moments yet. But to get to January, you need to be that guy. And I promise you, who's setting up these Tyler Bass game-winning field goals? It is Josh Allen. I think Allen is the man. And when it comes to who do I want the ball in inclement weather, all this stuff. I was there on this Saturday night on the sidelines. They're back on their own 2-yard line, and it's looking like the Dolphins have this entire game in hand. And Josh Allen says, just follow me. Not through the ground, not with his legs, through the air. Josh Allen making play after play in inclement weather. Let's not underestimate just how clutch this guy is. Gets the pass interference one on that one. So Josh Allen's number 5. We're doing clutch quarterbacks. We're getting pictures of refs. John Hussey going like this.
Shout out Tyler Bass, Peter. Way to nail the name, too.
Tyler Bass nailed it. Number 4, Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
All right. Big games. He hasn't had some moments. Okay. Big games. There have been many. I'll tell you what, there's no one I want throwing a late Hail Mary more than this guy. Thursday Night Football, week 13, 2015, Aaron Rodgers, in what might be my favorite pass of his entire career.
From the 35.
From the 35. It hits the ceiling almost. This is to win a game. Touchdown. And then that same season, they go to the playoffs. And they're look at that.
Oh my gosh.
And they're up against the Arizona Cardinals on the road, and everyone's crowning the Cardinals, and it's Bruce Arians and it's Carson Palmer. And Rodgers says, not so fast at the end of regulation, rolls all the way to his left back, and then flings it and hits Jeff Janis on a Hail Mary to send it to overtime. She would ultimately lose on a Carson Palmer wonderful play to Larry Fitzgerald. Rodgers, Mr. Hail Mary, and yet I don't think of Hail Mary as his clutchest play of his career. The clutchest play of his career came against the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas, divisional round 2016. Dak's a rookie, and everyone's up on the Cowboys. This is with less than 10 seconds remaining. He rolls, spins his back, is looking, hits Jared Cook along the sidelines to set up a game-winning field goal with Mason Crosby. There was only one place to throw it. Rodgers had the composure, the calm, and he finds a way. Now, look, I'm no fool here. This year, 7 years ago, I think of Tampa Bay when they couldn't get the job done as home favorites. I think of all those games against San Francisco where they laid eggs in playoff games. It's time for Rodgers to get another one here. That's why he's number 4, not number 1, 2, or 3. It's time, Rodgers. Number 3, I go to one of the young guns. I want the ball in Joe Burrow's hands. I don't care what the situation is. I don't care what's up against him. This guy goes on the road and wins and then takes care of business when he needs to in his building. Joe Burrow is just one of these guys that has that laser focus, has that robot vision, and says, give me the rock, I'll get it done. They go in the road and beat Buffalo in that playoff game we alluded to earlier today. I think a lot of people thought that, hey, yes, that the Bengals are playing good football, but for Joe Burrow to go into Buffalo in the snow is going to just be too much. It wasn't. Went into Arrowhead in an AFC Championship game, beat the Chiefs there. I want the ball in Burrow's hands. It goes back to his college days at LSU, of course, but in the pros, this guy has won huge, huge road games and has always performed well. He has not laid the proverbial egg that you get. Number 2 on my list. Number 2 of the most clutch quarterbacks in the NFL.
Who do you got, Peter?
Matthew Stafford.
Right. The Rams.
Matthew Stafford. And I go back to his Lions days. And Matthew Stafford had one of the biggest passes in NFL history. This was to Cooper Kupp to get the Los Angeles Rams to the NFC Championship game 2 years ago. Less than a minute left to go. Has to throw the perfect pass. This is called hero ball. Throws it on a dime, hits his guy. This is after they almost squandered a 23-point lead in
for the love of the game.
This was the play, and then on the next play, they set it up, and the field goal goes to Matt Gay. Then they had clutch play after clutch play in the Super Bowl, and yet I go back to 2009, Matthew Stafford up against the Dallas Cowboys. End of the game. Let's get a little NFL.
Oh, hell yeah, I know what this is.
Mic'd up. Let's go.
20. Stafford takes the snap, sets in the pocket, rolls left. This is going to be it. He's got to get rid of it. Stafford sets, looks, now running back to his right. Stafford looking for somewhere to go. Oh! He pushed him. It's going to be first and goal, Lions. No time on the clock. The Lions will get one play.
Yeah, get off me. I can throw the ball. If you need me to throw the ball.
We got fire right corner.
You want that or not?
Fire, why not? I mean.
Yep. There we go.
We go set. 20. Let's have it. Takes the snap, rolls, throws, end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
He's out. He's out. I love you, man.
Don't touch me.
Time and time again, Stafford has played hurt. He has played in big moments, and he has gotten the job done. Of all the active quarterbacks in the entire NFL right now, Matthew Stafford is first in fourth quarter comebacks. That includes Rodgers, that includes Dak, that includes all those guys. Stafford is number 2. We haven't mentioned Jalen Hurts.
Nope.
We haven't mentioned Dak Prescott. We haven't mentioned, you name it, Tua. We haven't mentioned any of these guys because number 1 in a runaway is the number 1 quarterback and the number 1 player in our league. The reigning MVP, the reigning Super Bowl champion, Patrick Mahomes, is number 1 as the most clutch quarterback in the NFL. Last year, 3rd and long. He's got an issue with the ankle. He finds a way, uses his feet, gets the late hit also, of course.
Little flop there?
No, he was pushed, fully pushed. I don't think there was any flop here.
Well, there's people that are saying it.
Yeah. It's a pretty clutch player. Goes into the Super Bowl and obviously finds a way to do it again and gets the win over the Eagles. And this, everyone thinks about the Eagles having this last drive and not being able to because of the holding call, whatever it is. Remember, this drive, Mahomes takes him the length of the field against what was supposed to be one of the top defenses in the league, and he did it the entire second half. They were down 2 scores in this game.
Mahomes running on that ankle.
Clutch on a bad ankle, always finds a way. Look, there's ways you can poke holes in my list, but I feel pretty good with it. Number 5 through 1, most clutch quarterbacks in the league. You go up or down. I got Mahomes, Stafford, a bit of a wild card here. 3, Rodgers 4, Allen 5.